We will now consider H.R. 3585, the Solar Technology Roadmap Act. I recognize Ms. Giffords to speak about her bill. Ms.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member Inglis. The United States has some of the best solar resources of any industrialized country in the world. Not just the state of Arizona, but every single one of our states has incredible solar potential. This resource is just waiting to be tapped. Supporting an American solar industry is a smart decision for many reasons. The solar industry is already a source of thousands of good jobs and has potential to create thousands more. Solar power strengthens our national security by reducing our demand for foreign energy, and distributed solar increases the security of our electricity grid and decreases the cost of transmission. Finally, solar can help meet our increasing energy demands with a clean, renewable energy resource. The United States is currently a leader in solar technology development, but other countries are devoting much more effort and attention to this field. Consequently, the United States' competitiveness in this burgeoning industry is truly in jeopardy. There have been several recent articles in many newspapers, many reports that have highlighted the fast growth of the solar industry in China and other places, Europe of course, whether it's the IMEC in Belgium or the Fraunhofer Institute in Germany. Collaborative research in solar technology is gaining support abroad. Back in July, this committee heard testimony outlining the history of thin-film solar technologies that have created two of the most successful solar companies in the world, First Solar and Unisolar. These companies are technology leaders, and the research that led to their technology was largely a result of research grants being given by the Department of Energy. We invented this technology, but we are going to have to work a lot harder if we're going to retain our leadership, and this is the essence of this bill. In the early 1980s, the global competitive landscape for semiconductors was similar to the landscape for solar technology today. By increasing communication between the diverse members of the supply chain, the United States semiconductor industry was able to develop standards and avoid duplication in research efforts. Through organized coordination efforts and an increased focus on developing manufacturing technologies, the United States gave rise to semiconductor giants like Intel and AMD. As a result of these coordinated R&D efforts, the United States continued to lead the world in semiconductor development. Today, solar researchers in the United States are in a similar situation. To maintain a competitive advantage, they must come together to meet their common pre-competitive goals, whether in simulation, developing new materials, energy storage, power and grid management, mounting, or even weather forecasting. This bill would require the Department of Energy to learn from the roadmap laid out in the 1980s in the semiconductor industry, to engage diverse stakeholders now in the solar community and work across programs to create a comprehensive plan, a roadmap, to guide funding for the research needed to make the United States the global center for innovation. This bill aims to make DOE responsive to the solar industry and to encourage increased collaboration and communication across technologies. To Mr. Inglis's question, this bill is agnostic towards any specific type of technology. What this bill would do would connect research from early stage all the way through deployment, supporting research in areas that benefit the solar industry as a whole, and shepherding new technologies through the valley of death. This will help the United States retain its position as a leader in solar technology. Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Inglis, we have an opportunity to be the leading developer and exporter of clean solar technologies in the coming years and decades. This technology is fantastic, not just for Arizona, but for all of our states. I want us to be able to look back 10 years from now and know that here in this subcommittee, we started the roadmap plan for solar that will truly lead to the advancement of this incredible technology. And I urge my colleagues to support this bill.